Hey guys, Bobby Hughes here with Point Firearms, and it's been about 3.5 weeks since I planted the garden, and I was going to wait till the 4-week mark to actually get you guys an update video. But I wanted to go ahead and do it because I'm about to add a little bit to my garden, and I want to show you the progress that we've had so far and some of the key things about gardening that you can really take note to. So let me go ahead and give you a tour of the update. Alright, so we're going to start on the end here with the potatoes. And you see here my potatoes have come up a lot since the last update in just a week and a half. And you notice this one, it's topped off now. So the tip there, if you've watched the potato video, you'll notice the difference here. I've got this one with just straw and this one's got the dirt on it. You want to make sure, even though you're covering, you continue to add dirt, you want to make sure that you leave a tip of the potato plant or the tuber out of the dirt so that it can continue to get sunlight in there. Alright, so now there's a very thin layer of dirt on here, maybe just 1.5 inches or so. Everything else between the last layer and here is straw. Alright, so it is going to pack down a little bit, and you'll probably have to add another layer of straw in here before you put any more dirt on. But you want to make sure that you leave the tops of them out so they can get sunlight. And then you'll notice on this one, like I said, I've only got the straw because over here somewhere I've got one that is not completely through yet. So I didn't want to add dirt yet, so I just put the straw in here. That'll help to protect the stems on these tubers, on the taller ones. But it will also allow this one to still grow before I can put dirt on here. Alright. My pepper plants, the jalapeno plant is doing decent, I guess. It's got a few blooms on it. The white stuff on there is a little bit of 7 dust that I've used. I've got some really bad worms this year. Worms or bugs or something, I'm not real sure what they are. And that brings me to something else I'm going to show you when we get down to the other end. But doing overall pretty good. You remember what the size of this pepper when we started? Now I don't like spicy peppers, I like sweet peppers, but I didn't want to pick this one because I just want to see how big they get before they turn red. Like I said, this is one of those hybrid like pepper plants. I've got another little pepper started right here, and then it looks like one growing right here. Then we've got the bell pepper plant back here. Once again, you can see the wormholes in that as well. I don't see any blooms or anything on it yet. Looks pretty healthy, but just one. And then again over here, freaking worms. Let's see if we got any jalapeno buds on here. Got a couple of blooms. There's one. That one looks. They look like they're drying up a little bit, so get some water on them. We've had a little bit of rain. I try to water them quite a bit, but I think the bugs aren't helping any either. So anyway, and then we'll move on. Got a row once again of the yellow onions doing awesome. Red onions, like last time, kind of popping up sporadically. A few of them are really good, doing awesome, and a few of them didn't even come up. Still got a few coming up though, real slow like. Here's one coming up, and then there's one there, so maybe they'll pop up out of there. Got our little tomatillo green tomato plant with buds all over it, so it's doing good, looking healthy. Once again, the worms. This is the squash plant that I planted second after the other one got hauled away by the bugs. So I got a little bit too much 7 dust on there, I think. Might burn it a little bit. But you can see, just like that right there, it's just moving it, and it's just completely ate out by the bugs. The ants are killing me this year. This one here, this was my best thriving squash plant here. See how it's wilting? It's because it's broke in half right there. all chewed up by the bugs. So not even any count anymore. Those roots. So that one's done. Then we do have a zucchini plant that's doing really good. And this one ended up dying off on me. Cabbage, doing magnificent. Doing awesome on the cabbage. My beets coming up really nice. Probably another week I'll start thinning those out a little bit. So they're coming up good. It's hard to weed around the beets right now because you can't tell what's weed and what's beets. Back down to the onions again. Red onions once again, kind of sporadic. Yellow onions, doing crazy awesome. I know in the last video I talked about pulling up my carrots, but in the mix of this grassy weeds here, we do have carrots that are coming up. You can see them right here. See the difference there. There's the carrots. So the carrots are coming up. Got the 2 rows of those, and both rows are starting to pop out here. There's some. Got a few down there. So they're starting to pop up. And then I want you to take a look at these thriving tomato plants right here. They're doing so awesome. And I want you to pay close attention here. Remember in the first video I did, I talked about the marigolds and how the marigolds repel the bugs. Alright, now I've evenly spread 7 dust all over this entire garden. So whenever one end gets it, the other end gets it. So both ends are getting 7 dust. But the marigolds are doing really good, except for one plant died on me. But you see that one, it's got blooms all over it over there. But I want you to look at the leaves on these tomato plants. No wormholes, no bug holes, nothing. The leaves are beautiful. And that's a direct reflection of, in my opinion, the marigolds. So what I've done is, and even too, if you look back there at the green beans, you have a few holes in the leaves, but down on the other end, the holes are a lot worse the further away you get from the marigolds. So I stopped by, luckily one of the greenhouses still had some marigolds, so I stopped by and picked up some more marigold plants. I'm going to plant some down on the other end of the garden, and then I'm also going to plant a few kind of on the way down through the beans, and then also down to replace where that squash plant is I just pulled up. I got some okra sprouts started here, so we're going to attempt to grow some okra again this year. Tried it last year up in Wisconsin. It's not the best environment to grow okra because it takes a real dry, hot, or a lot of not very much water. It takes very dry, low moisture, and it takes a very hot climate. So up here in Wisconsin, it's not ideal for okra. But since we've got these sprouted, I'm going to go ahead and put them in the ground too. And we will go from there. So that's the garden update, guys. And since I was going to do one at 4 weeks, but now it's 3.5, I'll probably wait a couple more weeks and then get you guys another update. Hopefully by then we might start having some tomatoes or something. So anyway, till next time, guys, get out there, shoot some guns, be safe, and most importantly, have fun. See you guys later.